Please welcome Alex Jones.
Give me liberty or give me death!
First off, I want to salute everybody who came out here in defiance of tyranny. Civilizations go one way or the other. You either become more free or you become enslaved. And there are only a few countries worldwide where you can still own firearms. Governments worldwide controlled by powerful anti-free market corporate interests like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and others have financed programs from Australia to France, from England to South Africa to disarm the people. Whether it was King George 235 years ago who wanted disarmed slaves, or whether it was Santa Anna 177 years ago, or whether it was Adolf Hitler or Mao Zedong, these scumbags are all the same. They are bullies that think we're going to lay down to them and lick their boots. I can assure you that if William Barrett Travis was here, or the others that died in this sacred shrine were here, they would give us a rebel yell of liberty. I can assure you they knew full well they were going to die, but they were so angry watching people tied up and shot in the back of the head all over Texas because they wouldn't turn their guns in that they came down here to show an example of what you do in the face of tyrants. And that's what you're doing here right now, today. And I'll tell you, I'm no different than my ancestors. You're no different than your ancestors. My ancestors on both sides of my family started the Texas Revolution. And I'm here to tell you that revolution was a continuation of human beings fighting against bullies and tyrants in every civilization throughout history. And this is the struggle of the individual against the bullies and the tyrants. And I salute you all for being here today. This is the heart of 1776. It wasn't one of the reasons that the war against King George began. It was the central, main, final reason in Lexington and Concord. And it wasn't one of the reasons there was a rebellion against the dictator Santa Anna, later thrown out in Mexico proper. It was the main, central reason they met at Washington on the Brazos, where my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather heirs helped kick the whole thing off to say, we're not turning our guns in, and we're not running, and we're not backing down. If you want them, come and take them. And make no mistake, the entire world is watching us. There are shrines in here sent from places like Japan. And our fight for liberty includes every man, woman, and child, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, old, young. It doesn't matter. You have a right to self-defense, and that's what this is all about. There is a fight worldwide to take your guns. Dianne Feinstein, Handgun Control Incorporated, the few dozen Democratic Party operatives, they're going to have marching here in a little while, the so-called moms. They are here to disarm you while Homeland Security buys tens of thousands of armored vehicles and buys billions of bullets and trains with paper targets of little children. As Patrick Henry said, they're already gearing up. They're already getting ready. These weapons are for us and none other. And that's why we're here in defiance. And I will assure you, I will tell you right now, that if the people that died here could see us now, and I believe they can, they would be proud of each and every one of you, and I salute you again. They died for us, and countless others throughout history died for us. I don't normally blow my voice out in about 30 seconds, but I tell you, this is sacred ground here, just like Lexington, just like Concord. My friends, it's all about standing up against tyranny, and it is about liberty or death. It is what Travis put in that final letter, victory or death, because the victory, my friends, was the fight for the right to self-defense and not being slaves. I want Mexico today to get a Second Amendment. Do you think Mexico would be the murder capital of the world? they would be the murder capital of the world right now if they had a Second Amendment. They are a countrywide Chicago where only the criminals have the guns. And that's why we need to have 1776 worldwide. That's why. Drink some water here. I'm almost done, folks. But I had to come down here just to tell you that the police officers that are here, the Homeland Security people that are here, all of them, you are going to be enslaved by this system. You will be targeted first when the globalists actually take over. And you know that in your gut. And there is an awakening happening worldwide. And we are that tip of the spear. And I am so proud of Texas. We will take our rights back in San Antonio. We will take our rights back in Austin. We will take our rights back in Chicago. We will take our rights back in Beijing. We will take our rights back in Mexico City. We will take our rights back in Australia and England and everywhere else, because there is a worldwide awakening that is happening right now. We must hang together and retake Texas and then the Republic, because the globalists know the world is waking up to them, so they are accelerating a program to take over. We are in a key juncture in history. You can politically see it, you can feel it, you know it. And that's why I admire people like Martin Luther King, who would be arrested for his basic rights and to stand up against laws that were unconstitutional. And it's the same thing with the folks that are wearing their firearms openly, which is already legal and lawful in many states. In other areas, those laws are what are in violation of the supreme law of the land, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution, that only points out God-given basic rights that were there all along, but we have to breathe life into them. In closing, the reason we have to do this, and an example of the tyranny we face, is that everyone I know who lives in Hayes County, Williamson County, Travis County, and even in more rural areas than that, on 100-acre, 200-acre farms, are having folks move in, great folks who are ignorant. We need to wake them up and save them. They've been brainwashed. They're zombies. They're coming in and calling the police on folks when they're deer hunting or target shooting, and the police actually show up and arrest people even though there's no law, because they've been told by the feds and get the 30 pieces of silver to do it. They are persecuting gun owners everywhere. We are a persecuted group because the globalists know that we're the seed of political understanding that will sweep away their tyranny. And that is why they're coming after us. So we have to either get on our knees as slaves or get on the offense and take this country back. Remember what Dianne Feinstein said. She said, if I could get the votes, Miss and Miss America, turn in all your guns. They want all our guns. They're not misguided. They're not misguided liberals. They are authoritarians who are arming to the teeth against us. They want to make us their slaves. And to Obama and Dianne Feinstein and all the tyrants like Joe Biden and all those that came before him, you can take my gun from my cold dead hand, in the words of Charlton Heston. But believe me, we're not going to lay down if you offensively attack us. We're going to stand up, just as they did at Lexington and Concord. They didn't shoot first. They didn't ask for the trouble, but they said if they mean to have a war, they're going to have one. Because these globalists, they are the usurpers that have come into our country and taken it over. They are the occupiers. They have captured our nation. They brag that they've captured America. Well, to chase Manhattan, to all the big mega banks, you don't run this country, you've stolen it by fraud, and we've identified you, and we're taking the republic back. God bless you all. Yeah! Yeah! And don't be mean to the Million Mom March, all 5 of them. These are pathetic zombies. Just realize they're stupid victims that want us to live like they do, slaves.
Why is nascent iodine so important?
Nascent iodine is so important because it goes directly to the thyroid. It's not bonded to a salt, which means it doesn't have to be broken down, and it's the most usable form. It's what the body uses. It's what the body is designed to use. If you have low energy levels, if you have pains, if you have thyroid problems, if you don't feel up to par, well, they've proven now that the fluoride and a lack of iodine causes a decreased IQ because you have all this stuff that builds up inside your system and builds up and builds up. And that's why some people, when they start taking iodine, will have what's called a Herxheimer reaction or a detoxification reaction. But that's a good sign. That means you're detoxifying all that fluoride buildup, the mercury buildup in there, the bromine buildup in your system, and the chlorine buildup in your system. You don't want those things. All of those things have been proven as carcinogens. That's one of the reasons prostate cancer is on the rise too, is because prostate takes up iodine, and the men that are lacking iodine causes the prostate to become cystic and causes the prostate to swell and eventually leads to prostate cancer. There's been an extreme rise in polycystic ovarian disease, PCOS, with women, fibrocystic breast disease, because iodine is stored in the breast tissue, the ovaries, the prostate glands in men. It's utilized by every single cell in the body.
Why does this almost taste good compared to other iodine that tastes horrible? That's because it's real iodine, atomic form.
We wanted something that's going to go straight into the bloodstream and straight into the thyroid gland. We wanted to put it in a vegetable glycerin base. That's a USP kosher certified vegetable glycerin base. And that product is not tested on animals. It's vegan friendly. It's gluten free. It's GMO free.
Of all the things I've done, nascent iodine was just absolutely amazing. So we developed with Dr. Group a double strength, low price, InfoWarsLife.com, Survival Shield, the atomic nascent iodine, available right now.